So Deadly Sin Coffee Co. is New Zealand's strongest and smoothest coffee. There's a lot of people that like strong coffee but don't like the bitterness. So what we've done is we have created a blend between Arabica beans and Robusta beans that has really taken the strength to the cusp of taste. I've always loved coffee, I've always loved strong coffee, so it's always been a part of my morning and probably lunchtime and probably afternoon routine as well. So Deadly Sin Coffee was born during COVID. I was working from home, I was drinking a lot of coffee, and I started to look out in the market to see whether there was any really super strong coffee out there that I could start ordering online, and there simply seemed to be a gap in the market. We met with a couple of different roasters who created a variety of blends for us. Once we had the blend, we started really working on the branding. We actually went out to a couple of brand specialists and the costs were horrific. So we actually used someone off Fiverr at the beginning who did some sketches for us and really came up with our logos and our branding. We knew that this was going to be an online retail store, and so we really focused on getting a really fantastic website up and running. So we use Shopify. And Shopify is fantastic. It basically gives you a seamless end-to-end process for customers to buy your product. It covers off every kind of aspect of the sales process. It integrates with a lot of third-party apps, which for us is really, really important. And it also allows us to use a lot of the analytics to see our average spend, our conversion rates. So really Shopify was it for us. So Goat's sweet spot is a courier aggregator. So it gives us the ability to courier out our packages whilst choosing which courier to go for. It integrates with Shopify, so it automatically uploads the information into Go Sweet Spot. You can choose a variety of courier companies and the prices, and you can choose what's going to be the fastest or the most cost effective. You choose the courier, slap on the label, and out the door. We also use eShip, which is another option. So we can also upload all of our customer information into that, and we can actually compare the prices. So we've got two options to look at pricing for couriers, and all automated. We found that people were putting through a new order every week, and this really indicated to us that we needed something that was easy for our customer to set up. So we looked at Recharge, which obviously integrates with Shopify, so that now our customers can set up their subscription, whether it's weekly, fortnightly or monthly, with the quantities that they want, and that's all they have to do. So we use Facebook boosts a lot to target different industries or areas of New Zealand. We had some feedback from a farmer down in Canterbury who said, wow, your coffee's amazing, it gets me up at 4 a.m. and I'm out there tending to my cows and sheep. So we did a targeted Facebook post, and we boosted it to that targeted market, so the area being Canterbury area. And then we watched the sales come through coming out of Canterbury. So the two tools that I find really, really useful are Klaviyo and Yotpo. So Klaviyo is our email management, so customer email management. So this is how we can send out EDMs to our customers, thank you emails once they've purchased and received their product, asking for feedback as well. We also send them emails if we haven't heard from them for 70 days. They get an automated email saying, hey, where have you been? You know, come on back, and we give them a discount. A lot of other analytics will just show how they're interacting with our email campaigns. Yotpo is our review system, and that automatically sends out a review email to everybody who's bought our products and merch. So we get those reviews on a daily basis coming into our email. That also feeds into our Google reviews. And all of that for us is about building trust around our brand, and also for us to be able to act on any feedback that comes in. From the first day that I went online and had a look at Digital Boost, I thought, wow, this is great. There were so many videos that were offering advice around the systems that I was looking at using, that this became a really good resource for me to use at the time of setting up the business, but also as I've gone through the first year of my business. So we've recently launched our Christmas gift boxes. So we have developed a variety of gift boxes for Christmas that we have been sending out via EDMs to our customers, also on socials, and we've had quite a big uptake on that. So like anyone, I like to have a holiday. So I do take my family away for a couple of weeks at Christmas. But the great thing about all of the systems we use is that I can sit there on the beach on my phone looking at the orders and making sure that everything's working well. So to be able to run a business remote with a couple of people on the ground is great.